Hello everybody and welcome along to the next episode of the RNG My Team Career Mode on F122. Today we'll see the Singapore Grand Prix. Not my favourite track, I'm not going to lie, but keep everything crossed, that's not crossed, for hopefully no more heartbreak today. The last episode in Monza, we wanted a nice dry race, we got a wet race, but from 18th on the grid, we were running the zero stop and looking like we were going to win the race. It was insane. And then the car let go on us. Random DNF. Okay, we haven't got that many durability upgrades, but even so, heartbreak from the lead. Fingers crossed today we don't get any of that nonsense, and hopefully we'll have a couple of upgrades on the car as well. Let's get into it. And we're not going to do any facility upgrades just yet. The next thing I need to do is buy Spec 2 for the powertrain department, because we're literally about to run out of upgrades. We've literally got 2 more upgrades to buy, and then that will be it. There's no more to be had. So we need to get this to Spec 2, which we could do right now. Honestly though, I don't think I want to. I'm not going to buy it just yet. I will need to buy it soon. We've got 2,715 resource points. We've actually only got 1 upgrade we could buy right now. 13 days to the front downforce upgrade, which will unlock another front downforce upgrade, and then that'll be it for aero. And then chassis, we've got 1 upgrade we could buy, which is the weight reduction. Then that's it for aero. So, I mean, we could run the wheel, but it would be 1 choice. So we're not going to bother running the wheel today. 1,000 resource points, so we're actually going to have a load spare. I actually might go and buy that powertrain upgrade, actually thinking of that. No point rushing it either, because it's going to make no difference. It's only a minor weight reduction. We do hope that goes on the car, fingers crossed. I think we just do it, guys. Let's just do it. Let's get this to Spec 2 finally, and then we'll finally start to have some powertrain upgrades that we can buy. So we want to skip some time now until we do get that powertrain upgrade. Yeah, because there's literally nothing else we can do until we get that. So let's go over to the 22nd here. Lots of things coming in. Oh, personnel department event. Joe is looking overworked, and we don't feel like they're getting enough free time around their daily routine. How should we respond? I feel like the awareness isn't that bad, so we'll go for that one. 2 more days then, guys. There we go. We've finally got our powertrain department to Spec 2, as you can see there, which means suddenly we've got a load more upgrades we can buy, which is good because we literally had none to buy for a moment there. We've only got 3 days till we can buy another front downforce, but okay, so 1-1, we can just about afford that. Engine power, as if there's no discounts. I know they've only just unlocked them, but we have been getting discounts for something, just apparently not these ones. I don't want fuel efficiency. I would love ERS or engine power, frankly, so that's the 3 choices. We'll choose for one of those. Just those 3 upgrades then, guys. We're definitely going to get one of them. Anything but the fuel efficiency would be good. I think we're okay. It's going to be engine power. So the most expensive one, as the wheel loves to pick the most expensive one for some reason, but that's a big upgrade, that. Okay, powertrain, engine power. We can actually also finally see this graph. So when we stopped doing powertrain upgrades, we had the best engine in the sport. We now haven't. We now very much haven't. In fact, we almost had the worst engine in the sport before we unlocked that. Now, we haven't got a choice to rush it. I don't want to rush it. 45% failure chance, but we do need to let the wheel choose. That's the rules. Rushed or standard? Are we going to rush this one on? I think so. Good. Didn't want that, that's fine. It might go on a time for Suzuka, to be fair. A major engine power upgrade. It'd be lovely to have that on, but I don't like the failure chance. We'll see what happens. 2 more days. Give us some green. Green, green, green. Yes, lovely. Okay, there's a minor weight reduction. That's fantastic for Singapore. We'll just skip time now, guys. This next one I really want on the car. It's a major front downforce. We have not rushed this one, I don't think. Major front downforce. That's going to help us massively in Singapore with a really high downforce circuit. Cross everything for this to be green. This is the one I wanted to be green more than anything else. Come on, give us some green. Green, green, green. Yes! Everything's been successful recently. We're loving it. Absolutely loving life. Major front downforce. Absolutely huge. No rain, thankfully, for this one, looks like. Just for practice 3. That doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, there you go. And let's have a look at the R&D tree then. Oh, okay. We are now the 4th best team in F1. Cool, let's do it. Let's go to quality. I might actually reduce the rear wing a little bit further, you know, because that's probably too extreme. But we can't, even though technically we don't have parc fermé on. No, I'm gonna let myself play with it actually, because I'm not trying to stick to parc fermé rules. The reason I have parc fermé rules switched off is because, you know, I don't want to sit and sweat practice until I've got a perfect setup. I'm happy to continue evolving my setup through qualifying, as long as it's not a real big artificial advantage, like if it's wet quali and dry race. I don't want to run a wet setup and then a dry setup. That's a bit extreme. Okay. Come on, let's see how this car handles now. Let's get Banker in here. Touch sheep in there, but yeah, that felt good. That felt good. worry about the rear tyre temperatures, but they seem to be able to hold on well enough. They 6-1. Only 4 tenths off Perez, I think. Okay, 10th and a bit up. I'm going to box, though. Oh, no, I didn't drop the rear wing in the end. Okay, well, let's try dropping it then. I didn't think... I think I reverted it, and I did. Okay. All right, let's go. Come on. I want to find a few tenths here. Didn't feel great, but we are up. That was nice. 3 tenths up almost. Come on, let's keep this up. A little bit deep, but we get away with it. 4 tenths. Hello. Come on, let's keep going. Come on, keep it up. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Cautious there. Wow, 6 tenths. Don't bother in the final turn. Nice, that'll do. 6 tenths of a second. Up to P7. Only just had a Joe, actually. It means we've got the AI level about right. Mid 34. Good lap that, guys. Still half a second off pole, but... Oh, annoyingly, George Russell is ahead of us. I'd love to find 3 more tenths on my last lap, because if I can find 3 more tenths, even 2.5 tenths, I could be P2. All send, guys. It's the only way we're going to improve the lap. Let's go. Didn't feel amazing, but we're almost a 10th up already. That's good going. Charlotte to the 34s. There's no way I can get anywhere near that. Let's keep on it. Oh, a little bit light on the rear. Did well, though. Almost 2 tenths up. Come on. Hello. I don't know how I found this time, guys. Full send is working right now. Let's keep going. Oh, risky a little bit there. I wanted to find a little bit of time. We do. Half a second in the end. Puts us to P4. Oh, my word. Did not expect that one. Let's go. That was a... Oh. Wow. What a fantastic lap that was. Let's go. Only 10th and a half off pole. I said I couldn't get to the 34s. I end up in the 34s. Full send. So that's why I like to get a decent bank under my belt before the final run. Because it allows you just to not care anymore and go, I've got to send it. Brake a bit later. Carry a bit more speed. Be more marginal with track limits. Get on the power earlier. All of it adds up. A couple of hundreds each. And it all adds up. Let's go. Is there any grid penalties? We should be P4. We may be higher. Let's find out. So it was 7,000 in the end between Albon and Leclerc. I still am P4. Still am P4. 2 Ferraris and McLaren ahead. Game suggesting we go on hards, and we're suggesting we're the only team that should go on hards. Everyone else is on mediums. That presumably means everyone else can do a one-stop medium to hard. Doesn't think we can. But unfortunately, guys, it's not up to us. Up to the RNG wheel. I don't want to be on hards. Mediums or softs. Either one of those are fine because we want to go one-stop medium to soft. We don't want to be on hard tyres. Anything but hard tyres is fine. 1 in 3 chance to get what we don't want. Not hards, not hards, not hards. We're going to be okay. Mediums would be lovely. Mediums is lovely. The same as what everyone else is running. That's not too bad. That is not too bad. Medium tyres for us then, guys. That's good. That's exactly the strategy we would have chosen. The RNG wheel is liking us today. We're obviously not going to do that last pit stop, but it's going to be a medium soft strategy. Probably take out 1 lap of fuel. It was 4 laps spare. Right, come on then, guys. Medium tyres. Don't mind if I do. 0.1. Dead straight because the AI aren't going to get a bad start. P4 on the grid, guys. Same tyres as everybody else. We need to do something special here to make something happen. It's a special qualifying lap that got us here. We need to do a special race as well to try and get a podium at least. But we'll do everything we can. First of all, let's concentrate on the start. Let's try and get a start as good as the AI. Not easy. Let's do the best we can. Come on. Oh, got to be excited on the throttle. A bit of contact as Verstappen comes through there. Diving in on him. He still turns in on us. Very good. Okay, we just about managed to make that start work there. A little bit dodgy. A little wheel spin. Oh, again, more wheel spin. If the tyres are a bit hot, maybe. Oh, that was an okay start in the end. Now we're going to be slow in the straights. Let's just keep our eyes on our mirrors for now. Use lots of ERS down this straight. Don't want to risk anything. Yeah, look at the time. It's not going to be easy to overtake on this track. With our setup. McLaren's gone deep. McLaren's gone deep. Oh, almost hits Verstappen there. It's now Ferrari 1-2. RIP to Alex Albon. Okay, this rear feels a little bit lighter in the race than it did in quali. Oh, wide. Careful. Okay, up to a second now. This isn't good. The Ferraris are starting to run away with it. I did say the Ferraris will probably dominate this race because their car on paper looked very suited to this track. Get our heads down here and try and find a bit of pace. Try and bring it to them. Although Verstappen's fallen out of DRS range of us as well, so it's not too bad. But worried if Albon gets 2 on him easily, then he can just get after us. I expect Albon will be quicker than us. I'll pull away from Verstappen though. This is a good sign. Good sign. Okay, the pace isn't too bad right now. Oh, that's silly. Trying to maximise the track limits there. Did that once in quali, actually. Now, we need to hope that Albon doesn't get straight past Verstappen. So I suspect Albon can get after us, whereas Verstappen doesn't seem to have our pace right now. I'll blame lots of ERS to do this pace. That's the only problem. I hope the AIR too get after these guys. I hope I've got better tyre wear than them. Or they're on a different strategy. Because right now, raw pace-wise, I don't know if there's a lot I can do about them. It's small margins. So if I can find like 2/10 a lap, I'm suddenly on them. Maybe we can't do anything about the Ferraris. They have got a fantastic car for this circuit. I'm hoping they go to hards later on. When I go to the softs. We've still got 3/10 over Verstappen though, which is nice. Got a little bit of pace in hand. I'm not going full push. So need to do that at this stage. More like to make a mistake. A little bit deep. More like to make a mistake. This one. Careful. Turning a little bit too early there. We get a track limits warning. I don't know what happened if I mount that curve fully as well. Massive gain on Verstappen that lap. Oh, Albon is side by side with Verstappen. It's costing each other a massive amount of time. But I'm worried about Albon's pace. He was just 7 thousandths from Charles Leclerc's pole lap. They're still side by side. Not anymore. Not anymore. Looks like Verstappen's completely lost it, actually. We'll just get whatever result we can. Whatever result's on the table for us today. We do anything silly, just chasing the win. We need the points of the constructors. Okay, again, Albon is a touch quicker. Sorry, Norris is a touch quicker. Not much. Albon looks like he's got a similar pace. 40.0 for me. I think Verstappen must have some damage. Look, he's just falling back. He must have... Should have watched it, but he must have hit Albon in some way. We're not out of the race completely on Norris, you know. We're doing alright. Careful, track limits through there. Whoa, hello. Good evening. Curbs are savage. The barriers are close. 4.5 to 5% wear per lap. Okay, thank you, David. Too deep there. Never really met my apex. Small margins, but they make a difference. As I've mentioned in previous streams, often my line will look like it's not too bad, but actually what I've done is I've reduced the corner speed a little bit. Ooh, what's close track limits? Reduced the corner speed a little bit to try and meet an apex. 40.2. Not any better than that lap. I think I need to try and find a little bit of time here. I think it's going to make the difference. Their tyres aren't wearing like I hope they might. Deep again. Not so bad. Very similar line. Oh, that's the cable wrong. Ah. Tap of the wall, doesn't matter. With the undercut work. Not all traffic. Too much traffic around. It's better. That's probably the line I want every time, but it's very hard through there. It's a little bit deep. One of the tyres starting to go off a little bit. Oh, how's that not a warning? Right on the very limit of that, must have been. Definitely gained a little bit on Norris. A lot of tyres starting to go off a touch. Really bad lap from Norris. It looks like it was just Norris. Perhaps a little mistake for him on that lap, because it looks like Charles Leclerc did as you expect. So did Albon behind. Closing in, I think, still on Norris a little bit. What's happened to Norris's pace? Not going to complain about it. That was close to track limits. Once we to one stop, we are going to one stop, but not on the hards. Whoa, hello. Good evening. Another little wake-up call from the car. My mate's on the limit a little bit. Can't get too complacent. Little by little. I don't know what's going on. Has he got a car issue or something? He just seems to suddenly just drop the pace a touch. It does coincide with me speeding up a bit, but he's definitely just dropping back from Leclerc more. Leclerc's staying roughly the same distance. I think Leclerc might be a little bit untouchable today, unless he goes hards. He goes for the hard strategy. Maybe we can do something, but the gap's getting worryingly big. I think at this point I'd hoped it would be coming down again. With their tyre wear, hello. That was another big moment. Deep in there, it's okay. Then we'll get the DRS. Can't use any ERS now. We're trying to recharge it. Now we're sat here. Oh, a little tap of the wall there. Be careful. Should be okay. It's only a little graze. Oh, that's deep though. Okay, this is far from over, guys. We are actually maintaining the gap now to Leclerc. We're recharging a lot of ERS right now, which is absolutely lovely. Do a snap there from Norris. That helped me stick with him a bit easier. The worry here is we're letting Albon catch us. I can recharge the ERS, which I've almost done. Fully recharged it now. Oh, Leclerc's boxing. That's early. Does that mean half the field are going to box? Okay, well, if you get some traffic here, that could be huge. Even just one lap of traffic could be huge. Sure, that means Norris is boxing this lap. Leclerc has gone for hards. Leclerc's gone for hards, guys. Oh, please tell me he's going to get some traffic. I think he is. Half the field do box. Okay, Leclerc does get a bit of traffic. Not too bad, though. That's not too bad at all. It could have been a lot worse. Back behind an AlphaTauri, but he might even immediately overtake the AlphaTauri. We managed to recharge our battery, though, sitting behind Norris. Charles is still sat behind that AlphaTauri. All the AIR are going to go. Oh, very Getting close to track limits. For hard tyres. We take the lead. Fly around the outside there. One last dose of DRS for us. Everybody else boxes. We're gonna stick to the program, guys. Norris must have had a poor pit stop there. Oh, where am I going? Don't be slow enough. Yeah, get away with it. A little lock up. Right, come on. Gonna head down now. 19.6 seconds. Yeah, tell you what. At the moment, if we box now, we come out in P2 because Norris lost a few seconds there. They're on hard tyres. They're not a great race tyre. My tyres aren't that one. I'll check them in a second. I can probably only be maybe lose half a second lap to them or something. Tell you what, if Norris and Albon start battling, we will come out ahead of them. George Russell's behind our teammate. Zhou's sorted us out here. George Russell is now out of this battle for the podium because our teammate is staying ahead of him. Russell does get past our teammate in the end, though he's still come out very far back. There's a massive gaggle of cars not far behind him. This feels okay. I still don't think we can do much about Leclerc. We'll see, but I do feel like this is a drive for P2, which is actually a really good result. He's only the 4th best car. Touch steep. Get away with that. A little bit of time, not too bad. Yeah, Leclerc's gaining for quite a few seconds on us. We may still come out ahead of them, you know. I think the worst case scenario, we'll come out right behind them. Which is really going to help us. We may still be able to do this, you know. I'm going to have about 10 laps to attack him. I think I'm only going to need about a second a lap. Should be a second lap quicker on fresh softs to his user hards. I should be a second lap quicker. Like I'm driving pretty much as well as I could. And we originally intended to box this lap. Yeah, we're pretty worn. Oh, touch deep, didn't need that. This is a touch early. Well, it's not. It's where we predicted, but don't forget we need to make up one lap. The game thinks we can't go any further on these mediums. It thinks we can't go any further on the softs, and we're 1 lap short. So we basically need to get 1 more lap longer out of the soft stint relative to this. But the tyres are okay. They're 50%. They can go up to 60 easy. So I'm going to box this lap. Game thinks quite in 3rd now. Right on the limit of where it's going to be. That's between those two guys. Between Norris and Albon. There isn't much between them. The game thinks right now we'd come out between them. That's how marginal it is. Push quite hard on this in lap. Use a lot of ERS. So try and sneak ahead of them. It could be crucial. Or it's not going to be easy to overtake. We've got quite high wings. Come on. Come on. New softs. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Am I going to come out behind them or ahead of them? Certainly be a way behind Leclerc. We'll see if we can chase him down at the end, but... Oh, come on, good stop, good stop, good stop.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop.
They're going to be ahead. They're going to be comfortably ahead, actually, in the end. That prediction was slightly wrong. We should be able to relatively easily get to P2. Whether we can get to any higher. Who's that? That is George Russell. We just came ahead of George Russell. We were 4 seconds behind him in the end. Hi, George. He actually might get us here. Not like that, he won't. Not like that, he won't. Yeah, they feel better. Better front grip, that's for sure. 5 seconds to the next two. I tell you what, that's not as comfortable as I thought it might have been. Bear in mind, Norris lost some time in the pit lane. I'm going to try and save the ERS while I catch these guys. Just try and catch them through the corners. Save the ERS to attack them when I do get there. I need to get them past them ASAP if I have any chance of this lead. To be honest, it's going to be a bit of a stretch from where we are. About 15 seconds back from Charles Leclerc. Probably should claim the fast lap this lap, but I don't really want to burn the ERS is the problem. So I'm not going to stress too much about it right now. In theory, no one should be able to beat it from here because we're all going to be on used hards at the end. Even though I burnt no ERS, these softs are going to be a lot quicker whatever they're going to run at the end. Here we go, 38.4. Only about half a second up actually on Charles Leclerc's lap. You never know. Charles Leclerc may have an issue yet. May make a mistake. May have a car issue. You never know. We're a little bit heavy on fuel. Oh, that's annoying. Careful now though, guys, because one more warning. We do get a 3-second time penalty. That is not going to make it easy to seal P2 at the moment. P2 is looking good. We're going to need to drive well. 1.4 seconds quicker. That should be enough, I think, to get past him. Not going to go for a risky move though, like into here. Silly. See how much later I have on the brakes though. We should have seen that coming. That was an obvious one.
Nice work, mate.
We were saying, where's it going to be? It was always going to be there, really. I do need to go for a fast lap at some point. If I've got it right now, it's not guaranteed to stay because we haven't been burning any ERS on that fast lap attempt. They're starting to slide a little bit now. 9.9 to Leclerc. Unless he has whoopsies, I don't think that's possible. Try and get on the DRS zone because then we can go for fast lap from there. Not great. That might do though. Are we going to have enough? Are we going to have enough? Looks like we are. Squeeze them out. Move done. Move done. Let's go for it now. Fastest lap. No mistakes from here. Oh, that's a bit deep. Why did I say that? Guys, we've still got very good grip, by the way. They're not going off at all. Could have been boxed earlier than we did, I think. We need to be over a second lap quicker still. 98.0. Now, can we dare to dream of Charles Leclerc? Probably not. That last lap was probably enough, but that was with lots of ERS and some DRS. P2's looking comfortable now, though. So he's going to get a penalty, even then we should be okay. Well, last lap was easy enough to catch him, but that was with DRS and burning lots of ERS. If we can stay in the 38s, we've got half a chance, to be honest. Let's not worry about track limits anymore, because if we get a penalty, yeah, sure, it guarantees no win, but we guarantee P2 right now anyway, so it's not a biggie. May as well just push and see what we can make happen. 38-1, not just into the 38s, guys. Well into the 38s. Oh! And just like that, it's over. Just like that, poof goes the dream. I don't think I'd have caught him anyway, to be fair, but let's find out. Let's just find out. Looking like we'll be okay for P2. We can even get another one. It'd still be P2 in the end. I feel like I'm driving well in this race, to be honest. I feel like, you know, absolute maximum result. Well, I think of the track changes next year. I think it's really positive. I really like the track changes for next year. We are still in 38s. Yeah, second lap though. 4 laps to go. You never know. You may have a car issue at the end or something as well. I think as our tyres go off and off, his will stay fine. We'll start to lose a bit of performance. Also, we ran out of ERS now. So we will pretty much catch him. Probably be within a second at the line before the penalty is applied. Not going to make too much difference to us though. There won't be a safety car this late. Oh, there's a wall there. I'm actually going to flash that back because that probably resulted in a bit of damage. And I want to see if I could have caught him. This is a bit, very much hypothetical, this race, this one now anyway. Obviously, that you know, we easily could have not had a penalty at this point, then that could happen. Oh, my word! So as you see, I tend to sort of stab at the correction. It's something I've learned for this game. It seems to work. Otherwise, you do what Ben does, and you overcorrect a lot of the time. If I binned it there, I would not be flashing back. Okay? If I bin it, I'm not flashing back. The only reason I'm doing it is because I just want to punish myself and see if I could have caught Leclerc. Again, it's really a hypothetical race, this one now. 2 more laps after this one. Yeah, it's not quite going to be enough by the looks of it. Tyres do feel like I've gone off a touch, probably hence the issues this lap. Yeah, it would have needed an absolutely Herculean effort, to be fair. 2 laps to go now. We need 2.7. And also, bearing in mind, he's currently recharging ERS to push for the last lap. This is why I wanted to keep it up, because I wanted to see if it mattered. It looks like it's not going to have mattered. Doesn't need this many corners, does it, the circuit? Yeah, no, we're not catching Leclerc nearly as much anymore. He would have just had enough. But I tell you what, the tyres are okay. If we probably could have boxed 1 or 2 laps earlier. It would have been a risk at the time, but benefit hindsight. Would have been the right decision, and maybe we could have caught him. 1.8. I'm under 2 seconds, but now he's going to start burning ERS. He'd have been saving it to push for the last lap. So, I mean, if we had the chance, we maybe could have pushed a touch harder. Went into 39s now. You see, I told you I need to stay in the 38s. Deep. Whoa! Okay, alright. Let's just calm it down. Let's just calm it down. So, the penalty hasn't made a difference in the end, thankfully. I'd have been very upset if it had. But I don't think we would have got him. The chance was very, very low. It was a huge gap. He had about 15 seconds to us when we boxed. So, we've done fantastically well just to get even this close. We did a great qualified lap to put it P4 on the grid, but I wasn't confident being able to hold on to that. We had an incredibly similar pace to both Norris and Albon. Very, very similar. Maybe had a tiny pace advantage on Norris on worn tyres, but Albon was always quicker than us. But the strategy is what's made a difference today. When these soft, while everyone else went to hards. The RNG would have allowed it as well. If we started on hards, this strategy would not have been possible. So a lot's gone our way today to get the P2. It's not quite a win, but it's going to be P2. And we absolutely take a P2. 1 penalty. Luckily, didn't make a difference in the end. And there it is. P2. P2. I'm happy. I'm happy. Realistically, we're trying to battle Alpine and battle Mercedes in the Constructors. We beat all of those guys comfortably. I think Mercedes, Russell was P5 or so. Driver of the day from Fernando Alonso, apparently. Yeah, I mean, I'm not over the moon. Because when you're that close, you can always go, what if. But we take it. We take it. Let's have a look what he did on that last lap just to show how much quicker they go. Oh, he didn't actually in the end. Interesting. They always go quick on the last lap. He didn't. He went 10th slow on the last lap. But yeah, he was consistently in the 40s. As I said, if we were able to stay in the 38s, even high 38s, we probably would have caught him. But the tyres just went off a little bit. As you saw, those few mistakes that started creeping in. The last 3 laps, the tyres just went off a little bit. From a 38.6 to a 39.4. But as I said, Penalty plus
Well,
2
that
warnings.
certainly was an exciting
But yeah,
weekend of
as I
Formula
said,
One.
realistically,
Be sure to join
if
our
we didn't have the penalty, we probably could have found a few tenths a lap. Probably could have stayed in the 38s, which probably would have just put us in DRS range on the last lap. You never know. You can see I backed right off on the last lap there. We lost over about a second and a half. It's because there was enough warning signs of bidding it. P2 still a great result. But let's have a look at what it does to the standings then. Let me remind myself where the other guys finished. So Hamilton was 9th and Russell was 5th. So they wouldn't have scored nearly as many points as us. We did gain on them, and Alpine were 8th and 11th. So we definitely outscored both the guys just ahead of us. We actually overtake Alpine, actually. I didn't see that. We overtake Alpine to take P5. But again, we need at least P4 with the Constructors this season. It was P5 last season. We don't want another one of those. We want P4 in the Constructors. That has to happen this year. And hopefully you enjoyed this race. Certainly some interesting saves there, if nothing else. Not quite the result I would have loved, but as I said, P2, realistically, that was our maximum today, and we absolutely take that with both hands. Solid points for the Constructors, especially after disappointment last time out. Anyway, guys, catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.